Hello, everyone. I'm Jim Garrison. I want to welcome you to this session of Humanity Rising. As we begin our session today, I want to contemplate the importance of pilgrimage because we're going to be looking at a pilgrimage that Ubiquity University and two of our graduate students are preparing for India this fall and in September. And so I want to begin by just noting the extraordinary turbulence in our world. I read earlier this morning here in Washington, D.C., that because of what the Trump administration has done to strip the Internal Revenue Service down, they're estimating possibly $500 billion in taxes may not be gathered, at least not for now, until the IRS figures out how to maintain its momentum with a decimation of its staff, many of whom have been there for many, many years and have the kind of institutional memory any bureaucracy needs in order to effectively serve the public. There's a tax on the Social Security Administration with equal devastating effect. People are being taken off the rolls that have been getting Social Security for many, many years. A huge percentage of the American public are over 65 years old. And so there's a consternation internationally. We find equal levels of uncertainty. Trump is doubling down about seizing Greenland and sending a U.S. delegation over the objections of the Greenlanders and the Greenland Prime Minister. So as we experience our world at almost every level, there's uncertainty and increasing chaos. This is the perfect time to make pilgrimage. This is the opportune moment to plan for a journey away from time, space, and causality and all the stresses of your world, my world, and go somewhere sacred. And for a certain limited period of time, turn off your cell phones, immerse yourself in that which is divine, and remember who we are most essentially as conscious spiritual beings. As I look back on over 20 years as president of Ubiquity University, I would say that without a doubt, one of the most important decisions that I made was to create an annual pilgrimage to Chartres in France. And we're celebrating our 20th anniversary as we go back to Chartres this July. I've spoken about it many times. I'll put the link actually in the chat box. We're going to be immersing ourselves for 7 days and 7 nights in the divine feminine in that sacred place. And as I contemplate my life, as I look over my shoulder, I always find that I resist the pilgrimage almost every year because I tell myself I'm too busy. But I know I'm going to go. And then once I'm there, all the issues that I thought were more important than immersing myself in the sacred melt away. And then when I emerge 7 days later, I feel refreshed. I feel deepened. I feel more whole. And the issues that I thought were so important before I entered the pilgrimage process have tended to melt away, and some of them I can't even remember because they actually didn't matter. And I realized that most of the stress was right in my head, reinforced by the anxiety of my heart, who was listening to my head. So in this year of 2025, we wanted to add an extra pilgrimage because we feel that this is what our times require of us. Two of our graduate students, Margot Borden and Preeti DeMello, who have lived in India for many, many years. Preeti as an Indian national, Margot as an American national who has spent decades in India. They proposed a pilgrimage to honor the different faces of the feminine. And I know of no nation on earth that has more deeply immersed itself in the multidimensionality of the sacred feminine than the complexio that is known to us as Hinduism have developed over thousands and thousands of years. Arguably, the Indian subcontinent and the peoples that have lived there have curated the sacred and the feminine longer than maybe any other place on earth. That's arguable. There have been many sites on earth, but the Indian subcontinent has in many ways been the motherlode of humanity's sense of the numinous. So the opportunity to make pilgrimage there is something that I hope all of you will entertain. And those of you who've never been to India, it's an extraordinary place. I've been there many times, and I love it each time that I go. So welcome to Humanity Rising, everyone. It's always a pleasure to greet you, whatever world conditions, and to make available to all of us the opportunities that are inherent in our crises, and pilgrimage is certainly one of them.